Hello, and welcome to this video on how to order food. So in this topic, in this video, we'll be covering a pretty common topic. Ordering food is something everybody does when they go abroad. But, it can be quite nerve-wracking when you have to do it. So how do we order food? So in this video, we're going to be covering uh, sort of learning how to order at a fast food restaurant, learning how to order at a sit-down restaurant, and recognizing some common responses. We'll actually look at our objectives in greater detail on the next page. So let's do that right now. All right. So here we go. We are on our first page, and before we start, let's take a look at what we're going to be doing in this presentation. So number one, in this presentation, we're looking at ordering food in person. So not over the phone, but in person. You're going to the restaurant, and you're interacting with the cashier, you're interacting with the waiter. That's what we're going to be looking at. We'll be covering two situations. Number one is fast food restaurants, and number two is going to be restaurants with table service. So table service means, of course, when you sit down at a table and the waiter comes to take your order and brings your food as well. Uh, More and more now, actually, these two, fast food and restaurants with table service, they're starting to get to merge. They're starting to sort of come together. We're starting to get restaurants like McDonald's offering table service as well. It's very interesting. Um, One thing, of course, there are, of course, many other situations, but these two are the most basic ones, and they kind of cover many different situations. Ordering uh, food from a fast food truck, for example, is very similar to a fast food restaurant. Uh, Things like that. So these two should cover just about everything. In our actual slides, we'll be looking at some common ways for you to order food, make special requests, and of course, ask questions. Asking questions becomes especially important at a sit down at a restaurant with table service. That's where it's most important. Uh, Once you're done with your ordering and interacting with the cashier or the server, we'll be looking at their common responses. It's very important for you to be able to understand what somebody said, right? And what kinds of things you can expect to hear. So if you know, okay, well, they'll probably ask me these things, you can prepare your answer. All right, and at the very end, we'll have two example menus so we can practice our ordering. We'll talk about more about those menus when we arrive at them. Okay, so let's take a look now at our fast food, ordering at a fast food. So here's our slide, ordering fast food. If you remember just one thing from this video, just one thing, I want you to remember can I? Can I? This is probably the most common way to ask to make an order. Can I get a cheeseburger combo? Can I get a fries with medium Coke? Can I get a cheeseburger combo with a medium fries and a medium Coke? All right. We might be at the restaurant. Can I get the lasagna? Right? Or can I get a glass of red wine? So this can I is used everywhere, and that's one of the things you should remember. It's not informal or too casual or anything like that. You could replace it with may I or could I as well, and those are just other options. But at least in North America, can I seems to be the most common way to ask this kind of question. It's casual and it can be used in formal situations as well. Okay. It's important to know that, especially when you're at a fast food restaurant, the cashier knows that you've come in front of him or her to order. So actually just saying, I'll have stating what you want is also a really good way. I'll take a cheeseburger combo, or I'll have a cheeseburger combo. All right. Ordering at a fast food restaurant, if you have the chance to order a combo or a meal, that's an easy way to do it. But if you don't have that, if everything is being sold separately, then you can also explain what additional sides and condiments that you would like. So I'll have a cheeseburger combo with medium fries and a medium Coke. Right? Pretty easy way. And that's it. That's really all there is to know about ordering food. It really is just choosing those items from the menu and explaining, can I or I'll have a. And that's all you need. Nothing more complicated than that. One point, however, about the sizes. In English, we don't say M size or L size or S size. We just use the words that those letters represent. So we'll say small, medium, or large, or extra large if you're feeling extra hungry. But that's it, right? You can even use this in places like, for example, some places that have non-English sizes like a grande or a venti. So, all right. So that is ordering fast food. Now, what can you expect to hear from the cashier? All right, well, let's take a look. Very often, after you've done your ordering, the cashier will attempt to upsell something. So upselling is when they want you to order, when they give you a price for, a larger size for just a little bit more, right? Would you like to get a large fries for only 50 cents more? It's a small amount of money and you get more food. This is how they try to get you to spend more money. Would you like to add any desserts, right? So maybe at the end. And this is something that happens at restaurants as well. And not just for food places. If you've been to an electronics store, they might try to sell you insurance. That's upselling as well. So, you just bought a new iPhone. Would you like to have some insurance for that in case it breaks, right? Happens pretty commonly. All right, so that's upselling. And they'll say something like that. Would you like to get large fries for only 50% more, 50 cents more? Okay. After that, they will confirm your order. So that's a cheeseburger combo with a medium fries and a medium Diet Coke. All right, pretty easy, right? They're just confirming. And at the end, of course, they will also give you the price. Cashier will give you the total price. Your total comes to $8.76. So, right, not too bad. If you get your meal to go, or if you have your meal for takeaway, as they say in Britain, takeaway in the UK, in America, North America, it's to go. They might ask you some additional questions, right? Would you like any ketchup with your fries? Would you like any ketchup for your fries? Something like that. And they'll offer. They'll ask you an additional question, just a small one. Okay, so that's it. That's really it for ordering fast food at a restaurant. So remember, can I, and you make your order, or I'll take a, explain your choices, explain your sizes. Okay, explain your sizes. And if you are, and then you're going to listen to the cashier's response. They might attempt to upsell you something, but they will definitely confirm your order, tell you the total, and maybe offer some condiments. Okay, so that's it for our restaurant. Let's take our fast food restaurant. Let's take a look at our sit-down restaurant. All right, ordering at a restaurant, sit-down restaurant in this case, okay? And often ordering at a restaurant is similar to a fast food restaurant, but there are some differences. The menus almost will never have pictures beside it. That's one of the nice things about Japan. We often see pictures beside the food, but that doesn't happen here. So you may need to ask about that dish. What kind of dish is this? How is it prepared? Right? If you have some special dietary concerns, this might be very important. One of the things we talk about, one of the things you might notice is that the size is really big for the food. The portions are huge, maybe more than you can eat. And in this case, it's not uncommon to share. Some restaurants, this is okay. Some are not. I think at the more expensive restaurants, this is probably not a good thing. But, sort of a more regular family style restaurant, that's perfectly okay. So in such a case, you might ask a question like, can we share this? Or can we get a few smaller plates to share this? If you ask this kind of question, they'll understand what you mean, and they will bring you some small plates, and then you can split that really big meal amongst between your friends or your family members. All right, allergies. This is a big thing in North America and the US. I'm sure other places in the world, of course, food allergies, very dangerous, very scary. And so if you have an allergy, it is absolutely important that you tell the server. The server might not know, and so they're going to go and they might go and they might ask the cooking staff. But always good. So I have a something allergy. I have a peanut allergy. Or does this have any gluten in it? All right. So these are some good good ways to make sure that the server knows about your dietary needs, right? So do I have very important? Don't want to stress that enough. This is really really important that you explain your allergy problems if you have them. All right, and near the end of the meal, as you have been eating, your server should come periodically, time to time, to see how you're doing. And as you get closer to the end, you need to find a chance to ask for your bill. So near the end of your meal, you might say, "Can we get the bill? Can I get the bill?" Right? That same word from before. Can I? Can I get the bill? Right? Really easy. Or if they ask you, if they try to upsell something like dessert, "Oh, no, thanks. Just the bill, please." All right? So these are some good phrases you can use. All right. Well, we've talked about those huge portions. What if it's too much and you want to take some home? This is often called a doggy bag. And you can use a phrase like, can I? Again, can I? Can I get these to go in a doggy bag? Or can I get these to take home? Often, if they see there's a lot of food on the table, the server might just offer, would you like me to package those up for you to take home? Something like that, right? And it's a good way. Do be careful though, not every restaurant does this. So some restaurants don't do it. Most of them should though. Okay, it's always good to ask. All right, so that's ordering at a restaurant. And it really is just about asking questions.